Alright, here's another junk video, I guess. This stuff was found in a barn, so no idea what to think about it, but it's neat, and I gotta show it because this thing's pretty crazy. A not electric, non-electric doorbell. So it uses basically air, I think. Alright, let's read through some of this stuff because it's kind of cool. Saving energy. We can save the electrical expense in a family by using no electricity. Not sure what's about to stop an electric volt here. It is still at work while shorting. It will not be affected by short as to lose the ring bell. Wow, this is some good English here. Efficiency, I think is what they meant to say. Oh, this is great. I never really had a good look at this. Audio design. It is adopted from piano music with beautiful and graceful sound. Well, we'll see about that, huh? Avoiding the trouble and shock. It will not be bothering by shock in the rainy and wet weather. This is so hard to read. Installing it easily and simply. At the back side of the musical bell there is a paper sticker. We can install it by ourselves without sending for an electrician. Oh yeah, this is really hilarious actually. Noble and graceful wall decoration design. Okay. Being designed beautifully when we decorate it in our living room, and it is noble and graceful style. Man, this is hard for my brain. Lasting use. It cannot be easily burn out as the General Electric ring bell does. DOSE. DOSE. Through using no electricity, and it can be constantly used. Okay. Constantly. Avoiding electrical dangers and damage. Using the electricity of household electric products, the wire easily catches fire. Oh. In this bad condition, the non-electric music bell can make up the weakness. My goodness. Well, it's Hong Kong anyway. The English translation was not very good for them. Music doorbell. Nothing else really to say, I don't think. Gotta love rodents. They do damage to things, but that's really it. Everything else has the same labeling. The back is great though. That is worth sitting on a shelf just for that. We'll open it up in a second here. The other thing, these were given to me. I'm not even sure how to say that. I should have my phone translate it. But Rystl, Rystl, Rystl. I have no idea. Stereo headphones, 8 ohm. Big old, I think they call this a 1/4 inch jack. Stereo mono switch, you know, because you got to listen to that mono music. Got some yellowing going on in the plastic, weird little splotchy yellowing. Not severely hi-fi. Probably can't see it on camera, but it's just basically just a regular speaker. It's not like actual headphone. I mean, you plug it into your amp, and your amp powers them like a regular speaker on your ears. So yeah, pretty dirty, pretty gross. I have to clean them up. This is actually removable. It has snaps, and you can take off the cushion, the ear or headband cushion, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so I'll have to test those out. I have no idea if they work. Clean them first. I'm not gonna put them on my head. Yeah, this somebody paid 75 cents probably at a garage sale. Who knows? No idea where this came from. Oh yeah, first look already. Kind of looks like it's. I have no idea. We'll see. Let's dump it all out. Yeah, I hear the ding, but no paperwork either. No instructions. British registered design. Okay, made in Hong Kong. I'm pretty proud of the Hong Kong part. Well, yeah. I don't know that the hose probably is supposed to be broken. These are probably not sticky anymore. Man, that looks like some brittle old plastic. Then we got our non-electric bell. Yeah, I guess it does squirt some air out of the hose here. I don't know if I could get it on the mic. Anyway, yeah, you're just supposed to like just push slowly. I don't know, or just slam it. It seems weird. I don't know that I'd want that on the front of my house. It's just ridiculous. Oh man, and there's no connections, no nothing, so I gotta be creative here. I don't know, does it just stick in the hole? Maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it expects you. Again, no paperwork, so how am I supposed to figure that out? Alright, are we ready to make some noise? If it will, I don't know. This way. There we go. I mean, it works. It sounds like a doorbell. That's not too bad, actually. For not being electric. I mean, you really got to kind of push on that. I don't know if on a wall. Let's see if I set it down here. And you push with your finger. Yeah, you really got to push that. Well, that's fun and entertaining. I really didn't expect it to do much. Where's that musical piano music? Does graceful sound? I don't know. Whatever. This is way more fun than I thought it was going to be for this. I don't know if I don't really want to break it. To maybe get a spudger in there and see if this comes up. Clip out, because I don't see any screws at all. Oh no, I lied. I do see a screw way down in there. You see it? There we go, barely, maybe. Okay, well let's unscrew this fine unit, or at least try to find a screwdriver I can stick in there quick. Let's see, does this fit? No, of course this is too big. Hold on. Okay, smaller screwdriver found. Let's take these screws out. Hopefully nothing will jump out at me when I pull it apart here. Only 2 screws, because, you know, 4 would have been too expensive. What else is holding this together? There we go. Come on, baby. Alright, let's slide out and see the mechanism inside. Oh, wow. Can we say, oh, wow. It pushes it up. This is crazy. Okay. This will be fun to show in action, actually. So, plug it back onto this hose. Get this in camera view, because why not? Who else has ever seen a mechanical doorbell? Very simple. Clicks the one, then the other as it comes back down. That's pretty crazy. And it's all air diaphragm. You know, if people didn't know how to use this, they would just kind of do that and it'd probably never work, but you really got to push all the way. I could do that all day. Okay, well, had to look inside, because I'm sure people would ask me if I didn't, and I kind of was curious of how they made this work. So there we go. Nothing, just a spring, a lever, 2 different click mechanisms. So simple. But it costs nothing to make this thing. I don't even know how old this is. I'm gonna guess 70s? 70s? Maybe? Nah, it could be 80s too. I don't know. I doubt I'd be able to find anything on the interweb. There is no model numbers, no serious detail about this thing. But, I don't know, maybe I will have to put it on the side of my house. Just because it's kind of stupid and funny. And then, yeah, I guess those hooks would be for hanging this thing. Or otherwise you get these screw holes for latching on the wall, kind of like an old phone would have been. Anyways, that's that part. Should we move on to the headphones? I gotta do some cleaning and other things, or get a better look at our synthetic wood grain thing here. Would have blended it in pretty well, and I bet you this was darker maybe. I don't know. Hard to tell. The paneling doesn't even line up. Yeah. Plastic. I'm having way too much fun with this. I didn't think I would. This is hilarious and just crazy. That will definitely become part of my shelf. Or I'll use it. I'm not sure. It's just pretty funny. Let's see here. What do I got for cleaning material down here? I guess all I got is some glass cleaner. So yeah, somewhere I got some other better cleaner, but we'll just use this since it's right here. I don't even know why I'm cleaning that. Let's just take it off. Clean it separately. There's a lot of dirt on this thing. Again, when something's stored in a barn, same with that doorbell that came from the barn too. That's in better shape than the headphones. These have got some rust and some dirt and pretty good filth going on. I've seen worse, I guess. Be nice if there wasn't any yellowing on the headphones. I do not know what this sticker's about either. Was it a price tag? Who knows? I can guarantee that these feel fine, but they're just little potentiometers and they're gonna be crusty, crackly and crusty. So I may have to actually take it apart and fix those if I want these to work right. We'll see. Get in here and clean it off best I can anyway, so I can have a listen. Of course I don't have my well, in the other room I'd have to turn on my amplifier radio setup, and man, that's nice and gross, isn't it? But get it clean and give them a listen. I'm not expecting these to sound all that great. I mean, they're made in Taiwan, so, you know, high quality here. Kind of reminds me of like, oh, what's that brand? Like, I got a pair of Koss headphones, and those things are just about the same era, same design, and they are awful. I really don't expect these to sound much better, but you never know. Gotta hook them up and actually have a listen. I mean, any of these old headphones were never like super bassy like we got nowadays. These were just meant for clicking into your hi-fi system, listening to a record, and you know, that way you weren't disturbing your partner or whoever you were around, or didn't want to just blare a record, but wanted to be able to listen and listen to it decently. I mean, decently is a question. I have some other headphones that I'd compare. If I had a way to compare headphones, I would. I grab my good ones here. These are Sansui, probably made in Japan, I don't know. But these suckers sound good. These actually have 2 different drivers inside here. It's for the mids and highs, and there's capacitors and all kinds of things. They're also 8 ohm, big old 1/4 inch jack. These sound really, really nice. Like these you'd want to listen to on your hi-fi. These were the budget, get you by kind of stuff. So, yeah, keep cleaning. I won't bore you with all my cleaning. I guess I just wanted to get some thoughts out. I'm not gonna go nuts on these because that's a little time consuming, and I get other stuff to video. So we'll just clean this up, give it a quick clean so I can test them out, see if anything works. It may not even work, who knows. I'll have to bring a stereo out. I got one in the other room, I guess, and set it on the bench quick so I can get something going to these. Let me do that now. Actually, I'm surprised these aren't really that bad for what they are. Like, I knew these are horribly crusty, need a good clean. But they're very listenable. I will give it that. Kind of lacks the high end though, the real tweeter-y kind of sound. But the lows aren't like super low, but there's good low and there's really good mids in here. Hooked up to like an equalizer, proper amp, where you could fine tune these, probably wouldn't be that bad. So better than I expected for just a cheap set of headphones. Dynamic. They're not super loud. I have to have the volume of the amp all the way up through the headphone jack for it to be like decent listening sound. So that could be a thing. Let's plug in my other ones quick. I'll compare my good ones to my ears anyways. I know these are really fairly good. Something about plugging in a 1/4 inch jack. It's just solid and clunky and nice compared to newer stuff. Oh, so much louder. Lots of high ends on these. There's even a tone dial on these. Yep, these are so much better. There's a lot, like the whole like range is all there. Bass, mid, treble. And I mean, you can adjust it too if you want a little less treble. But that's because, like I said, these apart have a little tweeter in them. And there's 2 different drivers to get stacked together. And they have a capacitor and a resistor and fancy stuff. These were probably kind of expensive, understandably, because they sound really good. So there we go. We're at the end of this video. It's a mess. It was fun to test some of this stuff and look at it. Thanks for watching this unique little funny video, especially that doorbell. And I'm glad the little headphones work and they're not that bad. I will probably actually add these to my collection after I give them a good scrub. So yeah, definitely worthy of collection. Wouldn't go out and hunt down a pair. They're not that great, but for what they are, they work. If you need to use 1/4 inch jacks on a stereo while you're recording or doing whatever, those aren't too bad. So all right, thanks for watching.